Lamar Jackson, with his recent play after the bye week, has got himself back in the MVP conversation. In this stretch, he has guided the Ravens to 3 consecutive wins, including wins against the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. And particularly the last 2 teams, while they're in the playoff mix, they haven't been looking great lately, but that's still, you got to play the team that's on your schedule. And they've dominated them in back-to-back matchups. To be honest, in the matchup against the Buffalo Bills, he and the Ravens dominated the Buffalo Bills, and that was early on. That's an entirely different Bills team. Those things should be in consideration because Lamar is actually having a better statistical year than any of his previous MVP seasons. I think maybe the 2019 is probably a little bit better if you think about with the rushing stats, but as a passer, Lamar Jackson has evolved and he is still right there behind Joe Burrow with the league in passing touchdowns, and even with passing yards, he's been on a prolific rate, something we just haven't seen with Lamar Jackson as a passer. The Ravens as a whole beat the Houston Texans by a whopping score of 31-2, and they're just a team that's just so physical. Their defense is looking a lot better. Now, against lesser competition, we'll see how they match up if they have an opportunity to play a team like the Bills and or the Chiefs, but I really do like what Baltimore is doing. I think the bye week was the perfect time for them when they had a chance to reset, catch their breath before they hit this stretch run. And with these recent couple wins being strung together, they are just now 1 win away. They just have to beat the Cleveland Browns at home, and they clinched the AFC North for the second consecutive year. And depending on who they play, I still like their chances on whoever they play. Likely would be between the LA Chargers or the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think they have a really good shot. They'll be at home, and they have some experience over teams like the LA Chargers, who just are kind of happy to be here. I think that wouldn't be surprised if they were to shock the Baltimore Ravens, but I do think that Lamar is very hungry for righting the wrongs that happened last year. They had the 1 seed, they had an opportunity to really change the narrative in Baltimore, but this time they will have to face a gauntlet just to get to the Kansas City Chiefs. But I think this could be the year where an AFC title rematch between the Ravens and Chiefs.